I recently received my model assignment for the upcoming fashion show at Ijams. And I'm really excited to be participating in this and showing some of my designs, as well as really showcasing sustainability and everything like that, while also incorporating our farm and fashion. So I'm super excited about this. And I have already sketched out my designs, and I have a general idea of what I'm going to be doing. And now that I have my measurements from my models, I can go ahead and really start diving into creating those products and designs for the fashion show. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, and you'll be seeing more and more of this. But yeah, I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I'm doing. So one of the items that I'm going to be designing is, it's like a shorts outfit. So you'll have some shorts in the front, and then it'll have a skirt type of thing in the back. And let me show you the fabric that I'm thinking of using. I do want to let you know that all of this is recycled fabric, or like it's sustainable fabrics in that it has come from a local resource, local to me, or a friend, or somebody posted it on Craigslist. Lots of different ways. All of this fabric that I'm going to be using in my designs for this fashion show, I haven't bought. So all of it's been given, or I've acquired it somehow, some way. For example, like a library was getting rid of a lot of their sewing materials because they were transitioning out of hosting sewing program through them, and they were using a different program to do a sewing thing. So they had a lot of fabrics, and I have some of those. Let's see, I had recently I'm part of a homeschool co-op, and well, a couple of them, but one of them, one of the ladies, she posted that she had a lot of this purple tulle-like material, and I was like, hey, I could use that. I've got some ideas for what I can do with that. But that material has come from her wedding and stuff many years ago. So she's got this material, and it's not being used, and now I can take that material and reuse it and repurpose it. So that is actually what I'm going to be showing you right now. Is, again, I'm going to do this little shorts type of outfit. I'm not sure of the name of it, but the material that I am thinking of using is going to be this. It's this pink, purple, pastel-y color, and I think this would make really cute, at least in some way, the shorts. So it's solid, so it's not going to be see-through. The reason I say that is because the material that will be kind of the flowing part of the skirt, that is not solid. That is see-through. This is the material that came from the mom of our homeschool co-op, who has no use of it right now. So I'm super excited about this. There's a lot of it, and I was thinking this would be super cute with this kind of as the flowing, and as the shorts. So pretend that's the shorts in the front, this in the back, and this will have more of a flow to it when she's walking on the runway. So I think that would go really well together. There is one more fabric though, and I have it set over here, that I may try to incorporate, because this material here has like a pretty little pastel peachy color, and I have here, this was some remnant from I don't know how long ago. It is this beautiful peachy pink, and this is pretty because if you notice, there is an ombre effect going on. So it goes from lighter to darker. So I think that could also look really pretty in this outfit. But I have a couple other outfits that I'm going to be designing, so I may be able to incorporate this and or the purple. might seem like an interesting color combo, but maybe I can work something where they're working together. So that's just kind of what I'm playing around with. So I have my mannequin here, each mannequin. So I'm going to adjust her for each of my model sizes so I can work on her, but I need to get a new base for that. So right now she's sitting on the table. But so basically what I'm going to be doing is pinning and figuring out how I want the waist. I think I want the waist to be elastic, to be a little bit more flexible, but I would like to have some shape. So I'm going to be figuring out how I want to have that cut so she can flow. Along with that, I would really like to have her have this matching or corresponding. It could be some of the similar fabrics. Trying to see if I see something real quick right now. I do not see anything, but I'm thinking of maybe having like kind of a crop top midriff type with some fringe on that. And I have quite a bit of fringe as well as I can make fringe. I mean, that's just groups of yarn together. And I have plenty of that too. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I thought I'd like to bring you along and check out the whole process. So I do really hope you've been enjoying the beautiful sunset back here, because it went from this beautiful pink to this purple, and yeah, it was just gorgeous. So I also really wanted to show you one of the items that I'm thinking I'm going to have in the fashion show that I already created, and it fits within the parameters. You know, it is sustainable materials. Actually, all of this was scraps and of various sizes. And I have several videos where I show piecing this together. So here is the inside. It is like a cardigan jacket. I suppose it could be double-sided if you really want to. But just, that fabric's amazing. So thought I would do that on the inside, and then the outside, using the same fabric that I have here, I've got these patches cut out that I attached, and I pieced this together with like a flat base type of quilting technique, and I was really going for like the rough edging seams. And let me show you. So I think this piece, I'm going to also have one of my models wear it. I am 5'2". My models range anywhere from 5'4" to 5'8". So they're about the same size, so it would hit a little bit higher. Maybe not that high, but it would hit up just a little bit higher than it is on me. But I think when the model walks, it would look really pretty, because it'll kind of have this bow shape to it. Let's see if I roll up my sleeves, because I don't want this to have long sleeves. I want it to be this kind of 3/4 sleeve length. So with all of this, I pieced together from different remnants, not remnants, different pieces of fabric, and I made it a new fabric, and I quilted it. Just, I really love the texture of quilting. I did this free lace or free stitch type of quilting, and I just did kind of a viney, natural looking pattern. So I think it looks cool, and I really think it would look good in the fashion show. So I think I'm going to have the model wear this. I'm almost wondering if I make a short outfit. These colors would go together, because you got the pink and the peachy pink, and then you got some of that being picked up as well as some of the blues. Ooh, okay. So, I have a crop top. Not crop top. Well, it is kind of a crop top. Be like this. It's not this bulky, by the way. Look a little silly. Be like this. And then she could walk. Trying to decide, because I'm making different pieces and trying to kind of piece them together. So. I like these together. That is looking good. It's wild how pairing different colors goes together. Oh, you can't see me looking in the mirror over here. Yeah, that might be a good thing. So, something else I'm going to show you that I might do is, I want to say maybe these in my car. I just had some yarn sitting around and putting a chain on them. I crocheted these, and I think I'm gonna put a chain on them. Let me see if I got anything else I made over there. Nope. Yeah. So I think those would be really pretty for each model to have kind of their own little crochet, and I might even put some fringe or feathers trim there. We shall see. As you can see, I'm kind of playing around and I'm having fun with it. Because that's the whole point of the show, is to have fun and really showcase sustainability and sustainable methods and sustainable practices and just making something beautiful and having fun. And it is a fundraiser too for Ijams. It's a nature center. And if you know me, you know I love nature centers. And we have the beautiful woods here, so you know that I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of show you here my lovely model mannequin wearing. Yeah, I think that'll be really cool. Let's see. I kind of got to go through and pick out some more of the fabrics I'm going to use, like fully commit to them. But I'm looking for one in particular. Oh, I see it. Just give me a minute. Okay, so another outfit that I'm making is going to be a fringed jacket with some embroidery. Initially, I had planned and hoped maybe for like a jean jacket, and I still might go that approach depending on how things kind of work out in terms of timeline and stuff, and me being able to put the outfits together, because you have to do something. I might go the jean jacket route. I do have some pieces of denim here that I could piece together that would look really cool. But I might do this because I think it would fit more along the lines of what I've already kind of got going on, which is a floral-y type of theme. And it is this upholstery fabric. You can see just how pretty it is. And it also, again, it has some of that blues and the florals, and I think they would go really well together in a collection. So I think I'm going to actually go this route. So I was going initially the denim route because of this blue, but no, I think I'm going to go this route instead. And basically what this jacket is going to be, it's going to be kind of like a, probably land about here, maybe a little bit lower, so really kind of highlight the waist, I guess, accentuate the waist, and then it's going to have fringe. And so, you know, it's standard denim jacket with some fringe, right? But this fringe, what I'm going to be doing on top of the fringe is incorporating some of our feathers that we have from our farm. So I have a wide variety of feathers, and we do sell these as well. But what I think I'm going to do is also incorporate them on my fringe outfit. And I actually have a necklace. Let me show you kind of like, to give you an idea of what I mean. So I have this necklace. I guess I should put this down. You wouldn't be walking around with that. Now I'm liking the way those are pairing together. So I have this necklace, and it's just a simple chain. It's a 3-chain piece, right? But here I am incorporating some of our feathers, and this one has, I don't know if you can pick up on the color. I'll step over to the light, out of the light of it. You can see some of that color. It's almost purple. So, and it's got some purple and blue in it. So I might even have this be part of one of my designer, or one of my outfits. My theme is funk, so I really get to play around a lot with texture and color and vibrant things. So the theme is funk versus punk, and well, I got ideas for both. I was like, you know, I fall more in line with the funk stuff. Though I do have a few things that I was like, maybe I could do for punk. But I wanted to do funk this year. Or I wanted to do funk for this. So, and this is my first time participating. This is the 3rd year they've had it, I want to say. I believe they've had it 3 years, and this is my first time participating. So, yeah, I'm super, super excited. I'm a little nervous, but super excited. But, yeah, you can see. There we go. Maybe you can get some of that coloring better. That'll maybe help if I turn it. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, on the fringe jacket. I go off on tangents. So that's what I'm going to end up doing on the fringe is, so I have a lot of suede and some leather and cording that I picked up when we lived in Montana. So this was a number of years ago. We lived in Montana, and the business, I want to say the lady may pass away, and her family was having an estate sale of her business, and she ran a sewing, crafts, art type of business, and like this massive warehouse that had multi-stories, and so essentially I got a lot of things from there, and one of them was this cording and the suede cording. So I think I'm going to use that, and I'm going to just make a nice pretty row, at least one row of it, and include our feathers and beads and stuff like that, but mostly our feathers on the ends of the fringe. I think that'll be really pretty. And the designer that I would like to wear this, she had her video that she submitted. It was very flowy, and so I was like, she would be perfect for this. I'm super excited too because all the designers have this beautiful curly hair, and so I'm going to play that up and incorporate things like this into their hair while they're big and beautiful. So, yeah, I hope you stick around and follow along, and if you got suggestions, I love feedback, and yeah, if you like what you see, please hit that like button and go ahead and comment and subscribe and share, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye! I am drafting up the pattern for the shirt that I am making. This shirt is going to go with the shorts and the little skirt that ties on, that's kind of translucent fabric, and the patchwork quilt cardigan. So here I'm just measuring out my markings, and I'm not using anything fancy, just parchment paper. There is my finished pattern, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. So here is one of the finished pieces in the garment. You can see it's kind of a crop top. was the back piece of the pattern that I did, and I pieced them together. Here, I'm just laying them flat with the right sides together. I've marked the wrong sides with some chalk with an X, because this fabric is a little deceiving. Really either side would work with this fabric, but one is a little bit more vibrant, so that's the one I'm going to have on the outside. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up because my husband cooked up some super spicy banana peppers, and while they were delicious, they were also very spicy, so made things run with everything. So not sick or anything, just got like a little congestion and stuff. So what I'm going to do, if you can't tell, this is 2 layers of fabric. This is 1 layer of fabric. It's very see-through. And I'm not comfortable putting anybody into that without something. So I think what I'm going to do is go through my stash of fabric and see if I have something that's soft. It doesn't need to be stretchy because this fabric has no stretch. So ideally I don't want it to be stretchy. So I'm going to look around for a fabric that is just a solid light color, preferably white. If not, I might have it have like a bandeau type of style, so you can see it a little bit, or give it like a little shape, like a little blue heart shape. Inside as the lining, because I do not want to send anybody down the runway with see-through things on. That's just not appropriate. That's not what I'm going to do. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with this top. I'm taking a look. Yeah. Okay. So I thought I'd just give you a little brief update before I go back to showing you kind of the work I'm doing to put this together and figure out the dimensions and everything like that, and the pieces that I'm making. So, yeah. Hey there, so I did end up finding a fabric pretty quickly actually in my fabric bins and stash that I have. So I have this fabric, and it was one of the scrap collections that I received. Now, I do want to say I wash everything that comes to me, just because I don't know where it's coming from, and I want it to smell fresh and clean and everything like that. So I did go ahead and wash this fabric, wash all this fabric that I'm working with, but let me show you what I found. So here's what I found. You can tell I washed it because it's got a bunch of lint on it. It looks like it is a soft pillowcase. It is very wrinkly because it was all bundled up in the stash of scraps and stuff that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and iron this, and then I'm going to trace out and cut these shapes on top. So then I will have a nice lining that will keep this from being see-through. And I do have to mention, this is also very soft, so I think it'll feel really good, and it has no stretch, so you can't see that, so it really has no stretch. So yeah, that is what I'm using. from doing a serger to sewing machine. So I do have a serger, and what it does is it kind of trims off the ends and stuff, and I like having that. And you can unscrew it and stuff, and I tried to unscrew it, but I was like, you know what, I'll just use my sewing machine because I have a little bit more control. So what I was getting to was the reason why I switched from using my serger to my sewing machine that you saw was because I have greater control over the single needle in the sewing machine versus the two on the serger. It's really good for really making your seams look professional. So you can see here. But this here, while I could control it and stuff, like this is a pretty gentle curve, I was worried because this curve here is not so gentle. And that would kind of get clogged up in the serger. So I switched over to using my sewing machine. I just did it on these curves too because I can get a stronger point on them. And I'll just trim them and, oh, I will show you what I did. So this is the lining piece. This piece has the lining. This is the front piece. What I'm doing is, and I will trim up my corners and seams and stuff to make it lay smoother and turn better. So here is what I'm doing. So you'll see my seams are going to look a little rough because I'm going to have to go in and snip some of the extra fabric out to get that nice sharp curve. But my thought was I can do finished collar seams, and they're totally, my seams in these are totally hidden. I can do that with the side pieces, and I may do that, but I'm also kind of going back and forth on how I'm going to attach, like be able to get this garment on and off because there is no stretch. I mean, I need a zipper, buttons, ties. I have to decide how I want to do that. If I want to do it on the side, which I might, and then I can kind of hide all those seams and then have little ties on the side. Or, and I think that would be super cute. Or depending on how I do the fringe, I may do it where it's just a zipper in the back. So those are the kind of options I'm toying with. Yeah, you can see how like this is all bunched up. Once I go in and snip it, it'll look better. And the sleeve, once I attach the sleeve to the other sleeve, so like this is the upper part, the side to this back here, it will look a lot more finished. This is just really the nitty-gritty raw details of trying to figure out how to piece a garment together and make it look good. And you will make lots of mistakes. I make tons of mistakes. And I have to undo stitches, or I have to redesign something, or I have to cut something different, or I can modify it. There's a lot of ways. But it's fun. You know, it should be fun. The whole process of making clothes should be a fun process. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to highlight and show you here with my pieces. So, yeah. These will attach, and these parts I like them. So like this will attach to this, this side. And then you'll have a nice finished seam for these, and then you'll go down and do the side, if I do the side. We'll see how I do. I have fully committed on the side. Thinking ties on the side would be super cute. And it's just kind of puts it on ties. So that's where I'm at. some chicken with the bobbin thread here. So let's see if we have enough. Nope, didn't make it. Oh my gosh. I'm probably 3 inches still to sew. Alright. So here I am just cutting out a pattern, and it's just so entertaining to watch all the animals in the background watch me and move, and yeah, this is just a good time lapse. It's really fun to see as I piece these pattern pieces together. So at this point, I just kind of minimized my sound because I think what happened is it was picking up the sound from the movie that I was watching versus the serger that I was using. So here I'm using my serger to kind of finish the edges that are fraying. You can see some of those loose threads there on the edge of the fabric. I am connecting them and then I'm serging them together, and this will prevent the fabric from fraying and will allow me to keep working with it instead of it just kind of coming undone as I'm using it. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, it fell there. So I'm just making sure that my camera is still recording at this point. And it is. So I go back to serging the pieces together. So at this point I am going to sew the long tassel pieces that I have on, and I'm doing this one by one with the individual suede cords, and I'm just kind of going along and laying them out and stitching them in place as I go. So you can see I'm connecting them here, putting them under the foot, and I'm just running a zigzag stitch here, and it is a slow process doing it one by one and individually like this, but the final look is absolutely fantastic. am just piecing together some of the pattern pieces, and it's a very simple process. It's just gluing the edges together, lining up the lines, and putting them together. So this here is the right side of the knit, and this is the wrong side. So what I'm going to do is put the right sides together and serge this side seam, and then I'm going to serge each of the other sides because, as you can see, it's starting to unfray. So this is where either running a zigzag stitch, or if you have a serger, it will help keep your knit materials from fraying. So that's what I'm doing. First, side seam. Roughly line them up. I'm going to take this tail here and pull it in and under to lock it in place. Job of that one, but it's okay. Giving it a nice little stretch. Don't know how much I like that. We'll see what it does to it. Might just run a straight seam to lock it in place. I love that, but I don't think it'll make a difference when it's all pleated on the skirt. So we'll see. So now I'm just going to run through all my edges just to keep them from stretching or from unraveling, like this is doing. You can see what it's doing. Keeping it from unraveling. So I'll just do that around all the sides, and then I can gather them and put them together. just going through and sorting out and pulling out little pieces of fabric and stuff. This was fabric scraps that was donated to me by a local library that was closing their sewing program, and they knew I liked to sew, so they gave me a couple of bags of different pieces of fabric and a lot of scraps and quilt pieces left over. So I went ahead and washed all of them, and I just kind of put them in a tote. So here I am just pulling out the pieces and picking out pieces of fabric that I like to put together and make like a quilted type of piece of fabric, and this will become a jumper that you will see later on. So one of the things that I'm going to be making is going to be it's like a shorts type of outfit, and then it's going to have this long, it's like a shorts in the front and the skirt in the back. So like party in the front, back, vice versa. Not sure. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up because my husband cooked up some super spicy banana peppers, and while they were delicious, they were also very spicy, so it made things run with everything. So not sick or anything, just got like a little congestion and stuff. So the fabric that I found is a pillowcase, and it looks pretty clean. So, well, not stained. So. Nope, didn't make it. Oh my gosh.